You wake up after 500 years. The last thing you remember is your mentor throwing you off a cliff and leaving you for dead. She was your teacher, your friend. Centuries have passed, and you only care about one thing anymore. Revenge. This is 9 Souls. But first, smoke break. You can't go after them yet, not in this state. So you bide your time hidden away. You spend years in this village. These 8 men are far below a Solarian like you, and yet they seem happy. They spend their days peacefully. You get to know a little boy called Shon. These 8 men are devoted to their gods, the 10 souls. What they don't know is you are one of the gods. You are Yi, one of the 10 souls of New Kunlun, and you are the reason these 8 men aren't just being kept like cattle. They are cattle. The 8 men think they're so lucky being chosen to join the gods in heaven. Of course, you built this whole system. You know different. Shon's parents were chosen many years ago, and now it's his turn. The 8 men bow to their gods as the sacrifices step forward. The chamber goes cloudy, and her body falls limp on the ground. Then another. Shon steps onto the platform. You shouldn't interfere. That will alert the others. It will ruin your plans. 500 years of waiting for nothing. But you just can't bear to see Shon fall victim to your scheme. In one leap, you destroy the machine. The souls will know you're alive within hours. There's no time to explain, no time to regain your strength. You need to go now. You can't let them win twice. In the facility, you run past what's left of the 8 men, from limp body to sacks of meat for consumption. It was all your idea. Such a genius plan. How could it have ended like this? Whatever. It doesn't matter now. You won't be able to get revenge in this state. You need to find a base of operations. Somewhere nobody can find you. Luckily, you planned for such a scenario. Hidden right in plain sight. Four Seasons Pavilion. Seems a bit obvious for a hiding spot, but that's where Ryui comes in. The most advanced artificial sentience ever created. He can hide the pavilion from the souls. At least for now. Perfect. Nobody can get in here without your... How are you here? Okay, fine. You can stay, but nobody else. Got it? And with that, you set off for the first soul. Are you ready? That doesn't matter. You'll find a way to win. There's always a plan B. Such confidence is often called hubris, but that would be ridiculous. I mean, surely, look at the game can't be that hard, right? But luckily, each time you die, the primordial roots bring you back. How did they do that? Heng always spoke so highly of these roots, but this is impossible. Well, as long as the roots are here, it seems that you're all but invincible. The soul reaches out to you. You attempt to tell him who you are, but he doesn't believe you. You died 500 years ago after all. It seems the souls haven't caught wind of you yet. What a shame. Used to be good friends, back when we still had hope. This is Soul Kuafu, the hammer of New Kunlun, and the soul of loyalty. Well, we'll see about that one. He still doesn't believe you're truly alive, so he sends out his last line of defense. General Yingzhao. Kuafu really thought that could stop you? What a fool. Seems like he's not on the council side and he might be useful, so you can keep him around for now. Kuafu handed over his soul seal willingly, but you doubt the others will be so generous. Next up is Goumang. She's in charge of the agricultural zone, and over the last 500 years, she's gotten perhaps a little creative. This is where New Kunlun got its constant supply of fresh water and oxygen, as well as transmutated plants for food. Along with the ape men, of course. The whole sector is bathed in yellow water, deadly to Solarians, but vital to the explosion of life within the agricultural zone. Nothing seems off about this zone. Perhaps the souls don't know your... Never mind. You walked right into her trap. Goumang was always a bastard, always in competition for Eigong's approval. 500 years have made her even more insane. Jiangxi soldiers. Ban technology from the turbulent era, rise from the ground and destroy your prison. You got lucky. No. You planned for this all along. However, you can't allow this to happen again. Goumang clearly isn't going to cooperate with you like Kuafu, so there's only one option left. You must admit, this is the preferable option.
拿提罗棍。
She got what she deserved. Stupid farmer should have known not to mess with you. Suppose New Kunlun will have to deal without the agricultural zone for now. Small price to pay for her seal. What is this? The roots keep bringing you here. This isn't New Kunlun. This is wasting time. This guy seems to be stuck here, but he doesn't seem to care. He recognizes you. Must be a mistake. However, he looks familiar. Could this be Lear? You don't have time to think about this. You need to get the seals. The souls are onto you now. Next up is the old man. The old waste of space in his stupid warehouse zone. We could have used all that space for more power, more housing, more research, anything would have been better than all this old junk. He doesn't seem too pleased to see you. Yanlao, Soul of Legacy is far too old to be outside a soulscape. He can't have more than a week left before Tianhao finishes him off. And yet, here he is, just for you. He must know he can't beat you one-on-one. Surely he's plotting something. Ah, you see. So the old man is smart. He knows he can't win, so he's resorting to cowardly tactics. Okay, well, that didn't last as long as you expected. An old man begging to live as his disease-racked body gives up on him. You know, you and him aren't too different in that respect. Unlike him, you still have time. You can afford to stay outside your soulscape for a while longer. You have no choice. Jiequan, last heir to the Jie Kingdom, now reduced to overlooking the transmutation factory. He's calling you directly. That means all the souls must know that you're alive. Not ideal. Things are gonna get rough from here. You've killed a farmer and an old man. Jiequan is a seasoned warrior, and he's asking to fight. That suits you. If it's a fight he wants, that just means getting his seal will be faster. This is it. You lost. He's got you now. Playing with you. Keeping you on the brink of death because he knows. He knows the roots will just bring you back. He's gone. Now's your chance. Your only chance. You need to get out of here. You need to get back to the roots. You need to kill Jiequan. Finally, you can fight back. After all that, you can return to the pavilion. Maybe a break is in order. This place again? You've learned everything you need from here. That warrior spirit taught you so much. If only you knew their name. The old warrior. That was Lear? This is Lear. The same Lear who ended the turbulent era. ended the Jie Kingdom's reign of terror, turned his back on science once it scared him. Legend has it, he made a weapon so powerful, it terrified the Jie Kingdom into submission, harnessing the power from the roots themselves to create a weapon powerful enough to annihilate all of New Kunlun. They say he hid it beside his grave, neither of which have ever been found. How the fuck did you get here? Well, I guess you can stay. You seem to be useful. Jiequan has attacked the 8-man village. You shouldn't care. This is just getting in your way. And yet, you can't help but feel like it's your fault. You did steal the 8 men from their home after all. So, you go back to the village. Or what's left of it. At least the 8 men managed to escape. Why do you care so much? Whatever. Some drinking, some smoking, the important things. It's time to get Jiequan. Right at the top of the transmutation factory. Rise and shine.
Huh? 俺就当我弄。
And so, the Jie Kingdom comes to an end. Good riddance. Ryui seems to have found an anomaly near the Cortex Center. Strange. You just passed there, and nothing was up. What the fuck? Surely this can't go wrong. This is Lady Ethereal's soulscape, a perfect world entirely in her mind. The Soulscape project was a roaring success. Every Solarian left alive is in their own personal heaven. Hopefully she just hands a seal over peacefully and you can get out of here. Okay. She's delusional. What on earth is wrong with her? Where is her body? Ryui said he couldn't find any sign of her body in all of New Kunlun. What's going on here? This is bad. Our soulscape is corrupted. How is that possible? They were perfect. We tested these. She promised. It was perfect. Well, clearly something is very wrong. Very wrong indeed. Right. This is going to be harder than you thought. The soulscapes are perfect. Too perfect. People who go into them can't stand reality when they leave. They go insane. They attack people to try getting back in. And if they can't, they kill themselves. Every Solarian still living is trapped inside these. How can you rebuild civilization if nobody wants to be a part of it? You need to get answers from Ethereal. You have to try. You don't want to fight, but you will if you must. She wasn't like the others. She didn't deserve this. She just wanted to help people, and you've caused her to do all of this. Best not to think about it. 5 seals down, 4 to go. The 8 men are in trouble again? God, that's so much effort to deal with. Fine, you go help them. Again. The 8 man is sick. You paused your plans for 1 8 man. Seriously? The other 8 men look so scared. They care so much about each other. Just like how you cared about Heng. You can't let them go through what you went through. You feel good. That was a nice thing to do. What's happening to you? You can't lose track of the goal. There's still 4 souls left, and you know just the place to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Right at the top of New Kunlun, above the agricultural zone, on top of what's left of the world, the Empyrean District, where all the Solarians have been sleeping all this time. Only the richest and most powerful Solarians managed to get a spot on New Kunlun before takeoff. Only the richest were able to buy their survival. They spent eternity in peaceful sleep with no idea of what's happening around them. What the fuck has happened here? Everything is so run down. Things weren't good when we left, but this is unbelievable. These things, they look like Solarians. They are Solarians. Or at least they used to be. Is this what Eigong wanted? Surely she has a cure for this. Surely we can bring them back. Surely this isn't the fate of the Solarians. It's everywhere. They're everywhere. You need to find the Fengs. They run this place. They must know what's going on. They will tell you, whether they like it or not. That was rather easy. Where are they? You can't be serious. A party to the end of the world. Can't say you blame them. They know why you're here. You know why you're here. Let's just get this over with.
个那热闹有，滚起丢宝西。
That huge husk. That was Fuji. He looks like he's been dead for centuries. Nora's been keeping him alive on a technicality all this time. Not quite dead, but not quite alive either. And Eigong was supplying the shots this whole time. If the shots Eigong gave Nora turned Fuji into that, is Eigong the source of all these mutants? It wouldn't surprise you. She doesn't have much time left anyway. You only have one soul left before finding her and taking your project back under your wing. The ancient grotto of New Kunlun. Rumour has it the Grave of Lear is hidden here somewhere, but nobody's ever found it. The final soul, Ji, took control of the grotto when Eigong was setting up the council. The only problem is, nobody knows who Ji is. This peculiar Solarian again. They've been following you throughout your journey, giving cryptic remarks about your plans. How are they here? Passengers aboard New Kunlun don't have access to the grotto. This isn't any ordinary Solarian. This is Ji. You need to search the grotto for answers. This place is filled with statues of Lear and his disciples. This is where Lear gave his inaction proclamation and turned his back on science. Maybe his grave isn't a fairy tale after all. Lear had 3 close friends, 3 people he built the Fangshi guild around, 3 people who became corrupted by their power and desire. 3 people he had to take out or else watch Penglai fall into chaos once more. 3 statues keeping watch over a secret door. This is where Lear buried his friends. This is where Lear left this world and entered the Tao. The grave of Lear was never found because there is no grave of Lear. Only the graves of his friends and his ultimate creation, the rhizomatic bomb. You know what this can do. It's always nice for a plan B. You don't want to kill Ji. He hasn't done anything to you. But you've come this far. And he's the last soul standing in your way. So let's make this quick, shall we?
我心无红色，就恰乌罗伊。
You've done it. You defeated all of the souls. You've got all of their seals. Now all that's left is to go find Eigong. Luckily, you know just where to find her. The Tiandao Research Center, Eigong's personal laboratory. The place she spent millennia hiding away trying to cure the Tianhao. Well, at least that's the story you were told. She lied to you. She lied to everyone, turned the council against you, left you for dead, all because you found the truth. Eigong was obsessed with immortality. She believed Solarians were destined to overcome death itself and live forever. The rest of Penglai, people like Heng, disagreed. And maybe they were right. After experimenting on Ji and the roots themselves, she accidentally created the virus. Everything that's happened is her fault. About 1 in 10 victims of Tianhao become mutants instead of dying, but they seemingly become unkillable. And that was enough for Eigong. In her mind, this was immortality. This was what she wanted. This was the right thing to do. And when you disagreed, she tried to kill you. You're not going to fail like her. You did all that. You killed all the souls of the council. You had every seal. You were so close. And she still had a trick up her sleeve. And now she has all 10 seals. Unrestricted access to the council. She can go to the core of the roots itself and do whatever she pleases.
King?
半强，我早已使咧，我咧救阮，手摸蛇，滚头不行。
You've come too far for it to end now. You can't have done this for nothing. You need to get out of this place. Eigong broke into the pavilion. You need to go help Sean. The pavilion is ruined. Ryui has been destroyed, but at least Sean and Kuafu are safe. This is it. Either Eigong loses, or New Kunlun itself loses. But what about the 8 men? Is it right to tie their fates to the fate of New Kunlun? Who are you kidding? Nothing you've done to them was right. It's time to face the facts. Solarian's time in this universe is over. There's still a chance you can cure the Tianhao and save what little Solarians remain alive in the Empyrean district, but there's no guarantee they're going to want to ever wake up. Perhaps it's time for a new species to thrive. Kuafu can act as a mentor to the 8 men back on their home planet. There's nothing left in New Kunlun for him anyway. You can stay here. It's not even about saving Solarians anymore. You just want to see her lose. You promised Sean that you'll see him one day. Yet another lie. Some things never change. You know you won't leave New Kunlun. Either you go back to Penglai or you die trying. The last part of Heng has left you now. Her last messages from Penglai have caught up to you. She died, alongside everyone else. She could have came with you, lived with you, survived with you, but she chose to stay and die at her home. And here you are, alone, with nothing left to lose. This is it. Everything you've done has led up to this. You don't know what she's planning. You don't even know if you can win. But that doesn't matter anymore. You just need to get in her way and stop whatever she's planning on doing.
묘지야 외누 마진 제반 우슈진 자코 산보이 와군 진사이 도힌토
You did it. You won. It's over. You can go home. You can save the Solarians. There's a chance. There's hope.
Qué lindo. Teo, wasay bang.
That old bastard. She just had to ruin everything in her dying breath. Deep down, you knew Solarians were doomed. You had hoped it wouldn't have to end this way. But so be it. At least you can see Heng one last time. And that was 9 souls. If you couldn't tell by how long this video is, I absolutely adore this game. I think it is one of the greatest games I have ever played. It is beautiful. If you haven't played it, and this video made you even remotely interested, go and pick it up. You will not be disappointed. I know I said this when I made my Ultra Lore video, but I kind of believe it a lot more this time. This video is probably not going to do very well. So if you enjoyed it, I put a lot of work into this with what little time I have left. So please, give it a like, leave a comment, show your friends, but most importantly, thank you for watching an hour of a game you might not have even played.